I'm your host and game master this evening, Zach Barrett, and welcome to this Twisted Gear Studios production of The Legend of Zing Dong, in collaboration with MacGuffin Media and the team behind Nirvana the web series. All episodes of Nirvana the web series are now live on TELUS Optic TV, as well as TELUS's YouTube channel. Last we left our heroes, chaos had broken out around Babaribo village. An airship crashed, and on board were a horde of Hoglins and one Mikhail. As the team tried to learn more about their new companion, the potential leader of the horde was found in town square. This is a Big Boy Hoglin.
Oh my god, it's Big Boy Hoglin. And it's not because he's big.
Called such as their grammar is, whilst better than a standard Hoglin, not quite that good, and that's the names they've given themselves. But Big Boy Hoglins tend to run small scavenging raiding parties of Hoglins. And this one seems to be in charge of the four that are in front of him, the two archers and the two club wielders. At about the time that you guys stand there and acknowledge that this is happening, your other three companions join you. And you guys see the same thing.
Can I yell, get the archers and charge the big boy?
I mean, yeah. Are you gonna?
Do so.
Wait.
That is definitely what I'm doing.
Wait.
Get the archers, and I haul ass at the big guy.
I look at the group, I'm like, for a guy that didn't give us his name, he's pretty damn demanding all of a sudden.
We need a moment here because we had a malfunction on Stefan's crossbow earlier.
Let's go.
I got daggers.
Okay.
All right, everybody roll initiative again, please.
All right.
Roll that initiative again.
Ooh.
All right.
Is there a...
Anyone roll a natural 20? Did you?
Yeah.
All right, Tito's first
Where's
again.
the... Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right, anybody roll 20 or higher?
No.
Yeah.
20.
With my initiative, I'm 24.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
I got
fine.
23.
20 goes first. 23?
20.
All right, cool.
Wow.
So you guys, you two swap places. Who rolled 15 or higher?
I did.
I did.
What'd you get, Ash?
15.
18? So Nick's first and Ash. Oh, almost the same order, except just swapping Matt and Steve. Look at that.
So do they
You
see
must have
us?
a huge initiative bonus. No, yours is the same as mine.
4. But I rolled a natural 20.
Like, did they see us coming?
All right. So they haven't straight up seen you coming. However, because they're in the middle of combating against civilians, they're already on alert and are prepared for things to come at them. So the initiative order will perform in normal order. So there's no surprise round.
So we
this
don't
time.
have advantage on the enemy.
No, not in this instance. Are you looking for sneak attack?
Yeah.
Now, sneak attack, an interesting thing about sneak attack is the sneak attack can also apply when they are flanked. Okay. So if you have an opponent,
Are
if you
we
have a friend,
flanking them?
No, you're all approaching from one side. But if you have a friend that is adjacent on the opposite side of them, you can apply sneak attack to your attack on the opposite side.
Keep that in mind, guys. I can
Just
do a lot of damage if someone can
strategic-
flank them.
Also me,
Strategic
because we're
positioning.
both rogues.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Ditas.
Hmm?
Ditas, you go first.
All right. I get my crossbow and bolt ready, and I aim right for Big Baby's head.
All right. Mikhail's running for Big Boy, and you, I'll say just to kind of set the stage a little bit, you guys are about 50 feet away from where they are, so if you want to spend your full movement, you can move on up, take the shots, totally fine, but just letting you guys know just spatially where you are in distance to your enemies.
How far, sorry?
50 feet.
Okay.
So if you move your full movement, you're within
20 feet.
some ranged stuff, but melee is still
For
out of
sure.
the question.
Let's do that.
All right, so
Okay.
roll it.
15.
Fantastic. For
Plus 4, so
19? That is enough to hit the big boy. So roll your damage for your crossbow, please.
That's the which one? The 6 die?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever it says next to it.
4.
Fantastic. All right, so wait, you deal 4 damage to the big boy. All right. Next up is Matt. No one.
All right. I'm gonna throw an axe.
All right, so you spend your full movement.
I'm gonna go forward 30 feet.
Yep. So you move your full movement forward,
And
and
then
take the axe, and then you whip it at you. So you got 2 archers, 2 clubs, and a big boy boss.
And he hit the big boy earlier.
Yeah, I took it right in the shoulder.
Okay,
He
I'm
seems to. He's got it, and the bolt is sticking out of him, but he just gets hit and then kind of looks in your guys' direction with kind of bloodthirst.
All right, I'm gonna use my hand axe on him.
All right, cool. So you close the gap, you throw it at him. Roll that.
Not everybody takes orders.
11.
11. You throw it, and he's got this thick wooden armor. This hide-like wood. You throw it, just deflects off of the armor, just lands on the ground next to him. You're not sure the status or how much damage the axe was dealt, but it seems to have done nothing to him. Stefan.
I'm going to close the distance and take aim with the dagger, throwing dagger, at one of the archers.
All right, cool. So Stefan goes towards a little bit on an angle as opposed to straight forward towards one of the archers. Roll it. You are close enough to hit them with throwing daggers.
Is it strength? Sorry, no. Oh, yeah, 5, so 10.
10?
Roll the 10.
In total?
Yeah.
All right, you throw the dagger, and the archer kind of just ducks down and stands back up as the dagger just clears over his head and into the dirt past him. Next up is the big boy. So, since you took the first step to kind of run up there, I'd say that, it is your turn. You were about 30 feet away from him. Big Boy Hoglin begins stepping forward towards you, and he takes out his club, and as he drops it out, you realize that whilst the clubs of the regular Hoglins are, like a regular sword, his club extends quite a bit further. It's much longer and larger than the other clubs. So he takes out his club, and he reaches out, and with a 10-foot reach, he swings out and tries to club you with his massive club. And 16 your armor class was?
16.
All right, it is just enough to hit you. So he strikes you with that.
Oh boy.
Dealing... Where is my... There it is. Come here. All right. Deals 7 points of damage to you. All right, so you take that and you are clubbed with this massive big boy club. All right, with that, it is your turn. He is 10 feet away from you.
Cool. We're gonna continue on our heroic, idiotic path. This guy's
Well, I
gonna.
didn't
You brought
say it.
us on.
Yeah. Now I do have that initiative or that bonus.
You still have the bonus for your 10 minutes, yeah.
Sorry. Let's.
Now, here's the thing with Bardic Inspiration. You can roll to see if you've hit, and then choose whether or not to add the inspiration.
Cool.
Yeah, so you don't need to just waste it and hope.
Oh, come on, 20.
18 total?
Yeah.
That is just short.
Oh. Well,
What'd you get in total there?
I don't know what it is.
that's a 6. That's a 6.
That's a 6. All right, cool. So, yes, you take the sword out, you swing at it, roll the damage for it.
Oh, where's the D10? There it is. 4.
4. So with a melee weapon, you also get to add your strength modifier to it as well.
Plus
3.
3. So
Nice.
7. So you deal him 7 damage right
Nice.
back. He's already been dealt 6. So you watch as there's some separation in the plates of the wooden armor he has, and you just drive the sword. It goes in about half the thickness of the blade is embedded into the side of him. You pull it back out again. Black blood splatters onto the ground next to him. He's still standing.
I have a bonus.
But-
Like, when do bonus actions get applied?
You can access a bonus action right now. So if you want to attack
Cool.
again, you can.
No, I have a second wind, which gives me 1d10 health right back.
All right, fantastic. Roll your 1d10.
7.
Nice.
All right. With that, you heal 7 back as you take the hit with the giant club. You take your sword, you dig it deep into his side, you pull it back out again, and with that, you're staring down. You take a nice deep breath and kind of fight your way through the pain, hitting yourself in the chest several times, and you're back up again.
This guy's intense.
Yeah,
And that's coming from me.
Ashlyn.
Hello.
Hello.
I would like to fire my longbow at the big boy's head.
Roll a d20. She pulls out a massive bow and pulls it back again, and boing.
Whether or not there was an arrow in there, who knows?
12.
Yeah.
The arrow launches, it strikes the armor and shatters and just breaks splinters to
Down 2
pieces.
arrows. Yeah.
All right. One of the archers turns and sees you, Stefan, being closest, so it's going to try and take a shot off on you. Does a 13 exceed your armor class?
Nope.
Nope. So it's as it goes to shoot, you kind of slide underneath, and the arrow kind of goes overhead of you. The other archer sees you shooting Ashlyn. He's going to try and shoot at you as well.
All right.
Nope, that's going to be a miss. He shoots it, goes boink, poof, and then digs into the dirt in front of him.
Nice.
Ashlyn, watch out! Never mind.
One of the club
Thanks,
hoglins is going to kind of waddle its way up towards Stefane because he's, again, closest towards the hoglins themselves. And a 17, does that hit?
Yes, that
Okay.
is.
So his club there. Gonna deal 4 points of damage. And the second Hoglin is going to roll to try and exert. It's going to use his action to apply his strength to try and run faster beyond his base 30 feet. It's his action, but he gets to get closer to you guys who are also messing with their boss. It's not great. So he just goes a little bit past his special. You watch one of the Hoglins just going as he's flailing with his club towards Mikhail and the ones that are directly engaged in the big boy. With that, we're back to the top with Titus.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's my distance from them?
You moved up towards them to take the shot earlier, or did you stay? Yeah. So you're about 20 feet away.
Enough for them to hear me?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah, your inspiration has a 60-foot range, so you're good.
Sweet. So I look over at Big Boy, and I say, "Hey, Big Boy, call his attention."
Yeah.
Cold outside.
Oh yeah.
No,
It's a response.
do your thing. You go,
You know, if you were that tough, and I know how you Hoglins act, right? You guys think you're tough, but you're not really that tough, right? Why are you wearing that armor, huh? Huh? What are you hiding under there? Is that what you're hiding? Using my vicious mockery.
all right, what's the
Skill
DC
he has in
that
his
he's
life
gotta
as
beat?
well.
What's that?
What's the
1d4.
That is not enough. So he takes D4 points
he's
of damage.
confident
He's
in his body
insulted deep in his soul, which is a full 4 points of damage.
Oh.
On top of that, he also has disadvantage on his next attack. As you say this and he goes,
I look over at the team. I'm like, guys, I made him self-conscious.
Keep going.
I give you a thumbs up.
Good job, I guess.
it's your turn.
Uh,
The big boy is just
right.
looking down at him. So,
how close am I to the
10 feet. You can get there
10 feet?
easily.
All right, I'm going to step up. Is there any way I can step up behind him since he's facing Stefan? Or I guess I would
The
have
one
to go
that
around.
directly swung
yeah.
at him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get around behind him.
I'm really trying for this.
All right. So can I use
Yeah,
my
it's almost
sneak
like
attack
he's a
behind him
rogue or
then?
something.
Yes. Yes, you can.
All right,
still
well,
gotta
I'm
do the
gonna
regular
use-
attack,
I'm
so-
going to use my rapier then to attack.
Draw that
To
out.
save his
Yeah.
lover.
1d6 damage. Oh, it's on damage, so I have to still hit him.
Yep.
We'll
You
see.
still have to hit him.
Oh,
What'd you
got a
get?
20.
Natural 20?
Yeah, natural
All right,
20.
fantastic. So here's how this is going to work. You're going to... All the dice that you roll for this,
Yeah.
you will double the dice numbers, and then you're going to add your strength onto the final number.
Gee whiz.
Yeah.
All right.
So whatever your normal attack's going to be,
Really
plus
knows
your sneak
how to
attack,
Penetrate one of those
you're going
goblins
to double
from
that
behind.
number, and then you're going to add your strength.
All right. So, and I'm also using sneak attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
That,
the dice.
that gets doubled
So
too.
what's your sneak attack die? D6?
It's a D6 and my rapier's a D8.
So roll a D8 and a D6, whatever that number is, times it by 2, and then add your strength.
Oh my goodness.
Sneak
And
attack
you just
offense.
attacked a little dude with this?
Yeah,
All right.
little
so
melee dude.
8
Total?
times 2.
16.
So 16
Plus your
plus my strength, which is 3. So
19
19 damage.
As
shit,
this
dude.
guy swings and clubs at you, you watch as no one just slides behind like a shadow, and all of a sudden you see this. You know what?
Rapier.
Do you have a cool, funky way that you want to just tear apart this thing? Because you
Yeah,
pretty much
I do.
triple damage.
I'm going to sneak up from behind it, and as it's standing there, staring down Stefan, looking it directly in the eye, I reach my hand around its mouth and I just cover it with my hand, and I take my rapier and I just slowly slowly injected through
I'm
its
regretting
spinal
this
cord
already.
until from Stefan's vision, he just sees my rapier come through his
the sun
mouth
sets.
directly at him, and then I pull it back out.
And as the Hoglin drops, there is no one standing there, as if waiting in applause. All right.
I thought you meant no one was standing there like you
It's fair. It's your
disappeared.
turn.
I feel like I should say leave it to the professionals for some reason.
Why?
Oh my God.
Why did you have to name yourself? No. It's like no one was standing there. I was like, he disappeared, but no one was standing.
Stefan,
was standing.
it's your turn. Before you was not a Hoglin, but no one.
I
Kind of farmer.
Oh, thank God, no one's there.
I take aim at the archer Hoglin that I was aiming at before, briefly considering a shot at no one before actually taking aim. No, sorry, with my throwing dagger, that is.
Yeah.
My throwing dagger, I take aim.
You're keeping count of the
Hoglin.
daggers you're tossing, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I am.
All right. Roll your stuff.
Okay.
Roll it.
And that is a 11.
That's everything added together.
Yeah.
You throw the dagger. It hits some kind of leather padding on his shoulder, and it glances off. That just barely was short.
Oh boy.
All right. Next one is the big boy. Again, the only one that's engaged with him right now is
Me.
Kale. So he goes.
I hit him with a bolt.
The closest
His
one.
feelings
to him.
are hurt.
He takes the club and he's going to try to swing it down at you. But he does have disadvantage. So. If he didn't have disadvantage, it would have been a natural 20.
Oh,
Holy
With
shit.
disadvantage, you rolled a 6.
wow. You are lucky.
Swing and a miss.
So as he gets ready to take the club and just...
I point at his.
One's coming out.
Just slowly jiggle.
So the big boy goes to flatten you with his club, and as he does, he just takes a momentary glance up towards Titus. Titus is kind of just pointing and throwing his head back in laughter. And he just goes, and he looks down, there's you, there's his club next to you, having completely missed.
Nice.
Mikhail, it's your turn.
Time to return the favor.
Good line.
What'd you roll?
I
9.
rolled a 4, but plus whatever. Is it a
9.
9?
9?
Five.
That's a
4.
4.
plus five.
Yeah.
No.
That's a 9.
All right, now you kind of go and it just glances off some of his armor. It seems to be quite thick armor. All right, Ashlyn.
Okay, So there's the big boy. Are there any of the lilies left?
Oh yeah.
There's
Two archers
two
and a
archers
melee.
in a club. Yeah.
2 archers in a club. Okay, I'm going to. Which one poses the most threat to the party? I just can't. Who's close enough?
well,
to
they're all
Big boy's
Big
about
boys
to
engage with
beat
Mikhail.
Mikhail into
That's
the
kind of
ground.
subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, I'll take aim at the big boy again with my longbow. I'll whip it back out.
All right,
Because why not?
roll it.
He's occupied. He's already attacked.
Okay.
Natural
Oh boy.
Then 20.
Yeah.
Roll the damage. Double the numbers on the dice.
Let's do it.
Nobody listens to me.
4, so
Oh my
8.
gosh.
And
8?
then
Not bad.
plus 5.
Holy shit.
And then what? +5 for what?
Oh, I didn't know the longbow.
weapon.
Attack
no.
bonus?
So for ranged weapons, it's just whatever the die roll is.
Oh, okay.
But you times it by 2. So
you would have
roll
added
4, then
that
it's
5 to your 20.
Oh, so it would have been 20 for. Yeah, okay.
Oh, but
okay,
natural
I see.
20, it's
Yes,
a
sorry.
critical. So you
Exactly.
roll
Yeah.
4 for your
So
damage, times
8.
by 2, it's 8. Mikhail, you had swung and you would bounce the sword off its armor, and you look up, and it no longer has the look of fear in its or disdain for its own physical form, and then it looks at you again and goes, ready to finally throw a killing blow at you, and then a long arrow pierces through its eye socket. Its head kind of jolts a bit. Its second eye rolls up into its skull, and it falls backwards, and
I look over at Ashlyn. Welcome to the fight.
I got you, boo!
So hot again.
I got you! And I do a little shimmy.
Oh my god.
Like
Who are
this.
these people?
She's a dirty girl.
so she starts.
She's the professional here.
She starts
Big
dancing.
dirty girl. Literally,
and
I'm
one of the
covered in
archer hoglins shoots at her.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh,
They're
of
still
course it
archers.
is.
The archers are fools. The archers.
An 8 misses you, so so as you start dancing, an arrow into the ground right in front of you, and realizing, oh wait, there's still guys
There's
here.
still more left.
Another archer's gonna shoot at you as well because you again killed
Just
their
knocked
big boy.
down.
Does a 15 exceed your armor class?
It's on par.
On
Yes.
par. So yes.
All right.
Oh boy.
Yep.
It's a hit storm.
For 1 damage.
Oh no!
The second one hits you in the foot.
You dead?
Oh.
Ow!
Yeah.
And then the club guy stops, looks at Big Boy, and just raises the club in the air and starts running full force at Ashlyn. He can't make it to you in his full turn, and then he's going to try and swing
How to make
his
friends in 3
club
steps.
at you.
All right.
12 is not going to hit you, so he just misses wildly in his frustration, anger, and rage. All right,
So are there
Titus.
3 left?
There's 3 left.
Okay.
Titus.
Titus? I use level 1 cure wounds.
No hands.
Person touched gains 1d8 plus spellcast level of health.
All right, cool. So
3.
I call this the hand
so
of
plus 1 for
Viagra.
your caster level, it's 4.
Okay, 4.
So you heal 4 points of damage.
Sweet. So I'm up to 8 again.
So-
I had 2 damage.
Oh no! All right, you watch as the big warriors fall in. Ashlyn's being mauled by all kinds of hoglins. What are you
Yeah.
gonna
Thanks, gang.
How, how
ineffectual
close is the
hoglins.
one that had the club that tried to attack her?
do? The one that's got the club that's attacking her is about 30 feet away from you, but the archers are within 10 feet of you.
Oh, okay.
Wait, how many archers are left?
2
Yeah.
and 1.
Apparently I-
Thanks,
one other guy.
Bard.
One of the clubbers was killed. One other clubber is attacking.
Oh, there were 2 clubbers and 2 archers.
Yes,
Yeah.
there's 5
And the
guys
big
in
boy.
total.
I'm going to attempt to use my rapier on the closest archer to me.
Yep, roll it.
The opposite of what he rolled
It's
last
a
time.
It's nat 1.
It's a
nat 1. All right, as you go to pull your sword out, you kind of stumble forward and you drop the sword, and you have to spend your turn actually grabbing it up
Oh
and
my God.
looking around, making sure nobody noticed.
They all notice.
So embarrassing. So embarrassing.
Is this
like
also a
3
thing that
villagers
professionals do?
filming.
Is this also what professionals
Yes.
are known for?
Suddenly, it's Stefane's turn.
Yeah.
As
3
you watch
villagers
this,
have their sleek estates out filming.
yeah, there's this epic display of lack of showmanship from this one over here as he
I-
drops the sword.
Roll my eyes at no one's critical failure.
Yeah.
I also like.
And
it was like no one.
take aim with another dagger at one of the archers, at the same archer.
The one that deflected your knife before?
Yeah,
Go for
the
it.
same
Roll it.
Hoglin. 15.
15. That is a hit. Roll your damage for your dagger.
It is a 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
Alright, so you deal 2 damage as it sticks. The first dagger had glanced off of a shoulder, thick bit of leather on his shoulder. He goes, took a couple shots, a couple turns ago, and then all of a sudden goes right through the padded leather into his arm. So he just stares at the knife that's sticking out of his arm. Alright, he's dead. So, Mikhail, you're standing in front of the corpse of the big boy, and there's still 3 hoglins left.
Let's take out the clubber.
Alright, so you won't be able to get there, and yeah, you can use your full turn to get to him this turn, but you won't be able to attack until next turn. Alright, cool. So you turn around, you make it, you use your movement and your main action to make it all the way up to Ashlyn, and this Hoglin are dancing together, as it were. Alright, Ashlyn, you are now getting attacked by a Club Hoglin.
I would like to use one of my short swords and slash him with it.
Roll.
Slashy boy.
So fun fact, it turns out
10
do an extra 2 damage as a
Plus
bonus.
5. 15.
Oh no.
So, what was your total roll there?
15.
Roll damage and add your strength.
What do I get for not paying attention? Those are really glittery.
7.
7. You take your sword, you slash across, he goes, "Row!" There's this gash that opens on his chest. He's still standing there, he's bleeding, he's like trying to grab the black ooze and put it back in.
Gross.
Realizing it's futile, looks at you, "Rah!" And he goes to swing at you.
Oh, alright.
Nope, misses you completely. He goes to swing. You kind of
preoccupied.
You kind of move to the side as the club misses you completely. One of the The archer that didn't get stabbed by Stephane is going to continue to shoot at Ashlyn because, again, she killed the big boy.
Yeah.
And an 18, does that hit you?
Yeah, 15 armor
Alright.
class.
So 3 damage from their arrow. A gnarled arrow that's shot into you. However, the one that was had a dagger thrown at him by Stephane looks at you and goes, and goes to shoot one at you. Ooh, that's a 21 hit.
Oh boy.
Yep. So it hits you for 6.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Well, I'm dead.
Are you down?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So you watch as Stephane goes to step towards the Hoglin. It pulls the arrow. It goes. Poof, it shoots it right into the chest, and then Stephane falls to the ground and is motionless. For
Hey
the time
Bard,
being.
when you're done touching yourself over there with your magical hand, maybe you could help out Stephane here.
Yeah, I'm only feeling like 50% my best.
All
I
right.
hope he has to
With
touch me in
that,
the
it
crotch
is
to heal
Titus'
him.
turn. You are within 10
It is?
feet. Yeah. You are
I
within 10 feet
go
of him.
up to Stephane and I hold his hand.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna live. You're gonna have babies. And I use cure wounds.
Roll a d8 and
First
plus
and a-
1. This is, oh god. What a-
8 plus 1.
Wow.
9.
Wow.
Bards are the worst. All right. As you feel the arrow sink into your chest and unconsciousness take you, all of a sudden you are brought back to life, with feeling a lot better than you were before you were shot, with Titus.
His beer breath breathing into your face.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
earlier.
It's your turn.
All right.
Is he back?
Oh, he's
Yeah.
back. He's
Yeah,
back. 9
yeah.
health points. He's back up. You didn't even have to make a death saving throw. That's good.
Well, 8.
Okay,
That's my
well,
maximum.
I'm going to
you go.
try and use my rapier again on that archer that's close to me.
Yeah, do it.
Little
Put up.
bastard.
Let's see.
1, 2.
It's the loneliest number.
You make a gesture. No one saw me drop my rapier a second ago, and you kind of slowly, continuing the facade of no one having noticed, you slowly saunter
I
over
noticed.
towards the Hoglin. You swing your sword as if he's there. You look, and he was over there. You completely walk backwards, blankly to a completely empty space. Stephane, you're in the arms of Titus. What do you do?
Did you see what no one's doing over there?
He's with
I
no
got
one.
my own problems. Deal with it.
Oh my god.
Thank you, but save Ashlyn.
Oh my god.
I'm touched by his noble gesture as I help him up.
I am at 50% health. I'm fine. I feel half good.
Well, Stephane, what you gonna do when they come for you?
I am going to. I stand up now, fully recollected myself and feeling in.
So
What's the
good.
word? Yeah, feeling just so great. Just feeling just really great right now. And feeling a little bit, so good that I'm feeling a little bit spacey. I decide to change things up and aim for the moblin that's now attacking Ashlyn instead of the archers
The
that.
Hoglin?
Yes, Hoglin. That is
Only
attacking Ashlyn because we're just not having any luck with the archers.
All right. So it takes half of your
Phrasing.
movement to stand up from a prone position. So with 15 feet, you get close. You're 25 feet. No, wait, no, 15, 50, 30. Oh, you were 15 feet away. You can throw.
Okay.
Roll it. I can do math. It's fine.
Got it.
One more throw and dagger.
Don't
this
roll
one
a 1. Don't roll a 1.
No one told me
This
there
one's
would
going
be
in the net.
math.
professionals do it with an 18.
That is enough to hit. Roll damage, please.
Damage, I'm good. You do it.
Do I add strength to this roll?
Only if your hand is physically also pushing behind the dagger.
Understood.
real good.
3.
That's me.
3.
Yeah.
With the damage that was dealt to him earlier from the chest wound, he's like, "Rah!" And he had swung at Ashlyn. You had moved to the side, and as he goes to swing again, a dagger sticks at the front of his neck. He kind of grabs at the goop that's pouring out of his neck, and he falls over to the side. Again, like most of these Hoglins, quite cartoonishly.
I mouth professional.
He just looks at you. All right. That's another one. Bites the dust.
And I
All right.
say,
Mikhail,
that's
We're
hot.
gonna get sued by Ryan Reynolds.
the one you ran to, falls.
Alright, well, we'll just keep on towards the archers.
All right.
Yeah, Nana has it. Alright. Yeah, we're close enough to actually get an attack in this time.
The one you were close enough to get to this turn got stabbed in the back with the throwing knife. So, you gotta spend another turn getting close to the ones away from you now, the archers.
Wait.
Oh, how far are they?
Too far.
Yeah, he made his whole turn to get to Ashland, and they're 30 feet
Are
away
all
from
your
Ashland.
weapons
So,
melee? You don't know.
back to Ashland, go.
Well, he has a crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you use your
All right,
crossbow?
Ashland.
It's
Okay.
not worth
You watch.
using.
You watch as Mikhail runs up towards you. The Hoglin dies. He then turns around and goes towards the archers.
Okay.
And, you got no enemies attacking you.
This guy is
So
so
we
good at cardio.
there's one left or two?
2 archers.
2 archers. Okay. I aim for the closest archer. No, I aim for the archer furthest away from Mikhail. Or the stranger, because I still don't know
Yeah,
his
that's a fair
name.
point.
And I fire on him.
All right, the one in
Following
question
orders.
seems to have a knife sticking out of his shoulder. So yeah, roll for it.
I'd love to hit them. So I mutter
Just
to
roll
myself.
roll a good number.
3. 3 and 5. So 8, I guess.
You shoot the arrow. It just goes
Of course it does.
over top and into some burning building in the back. All right,
Nonetheless,
the 2 archers, again, they don't have much in the way of things attacking them, but nothing has really pulled their attention away from the one that killed the big boy, so they take shots at Ashland.
course they
19 hits you, I take it?
Ooh.
Yep.
right.
15.
2 damage?
Alright, guys, I'm at 3. So, like, if someone could heal me, that would be
20 hit you?
My ears burn a little.
Is it really worth being healed?
Unfortunately, you're not at 3. I dealt an additional 6. So with 2 arrows, Ashland gets hit with both, and then she just kind of falls back and has several arrows sticking out of her
I am
chest.
down.
I scream, Ashland!
Oh no.
As I am falling, I look at him and be like, why didn't you just save me?
Already,
thought I did.
already blaming him for stuff.
Titus.
Literally already died for you.
Quickly go to Ashley's aid.
How many level 1 spells can you cast in a day?
In a day?
Yeah.
So the divinal's on right
Yeah, it's first level, so you have no more first level spells. You cannot heal her.
Ooh.
Thanks, bro.
You're gonna have to really figure that out.
All right. I look at her and I try to make my hand work one more time, but it's just so tired from both helping myself and helping Stephane.
Oh my god.
Helping oneself.
And I said I need a moment to recover to Stephane.
Oh my
Is there
god.
anything you can...
And
No,
I
can't even talk.
what's my distance from the crossbow guy?
30 feet.
30 feet is that enough range for
To-
a hand crossbow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I think
here's the thing.
you might have to take a
Vicious
turn.
Mockery will reach him.
There we
Okay.
That's a cantrip, so you can use
All
that
right.
one again.
So I look over at the Hoglin that hit Ash.
The Hoglin?
Hoglin that hit Ash, and I said, "You didn't even know her, did you? do you have a sister? Do you have a mother? I'm gonna find them, and I'm gonna hurt them.
So-
I'm gonna hurt them like you hurt my friend. And guess what? It won't matter how dirty they are, because I'm gonna bury them."
You watch as you say these things.
Oh my god.
The Hoglin begins to lower the bow, and terror begins to fill his face. At first, it's kind of sadness as he thinks to himself, I didn't know her. And as you continue to speak, it goes from sadness to looking around and be like, is anyone going to help me? And like
But there's
leans
no one
backwards, not moving away, but leans backwards. He has disadvantage on his next attack, and he is dealt... So it's the one that already got stabbed by...
Yeah.
So you watch as he goes... And he falls backwards.
Oh wow.
For
heart gave
context,
out.
Mike, you
That's a
were
heart
here.
attack, just-
I'm covered in soot. I'm just like super grubby. That's why he keeps
I'm
calling me
kind of
into the girl.
surprised by this,
Just so you
and I basically I say, that's a new song.
my god.
You literally insulted a man to death. All right, no one.
All right.
It's just the one you keep trying to hit but
All right.
missing.
Well, I'm gonna try one more time with that rapier since I'm right beside
Go
him
for it.
anyways.
finally.
Oh, 19.
19?
Plus whatever.
Roll your damage.
All right. I got a 4.
Okay. So, you're stabbing at the one you've been trying to stab the whole
Yes,
time.
finally.
All right, so take your rapier. You finally stick it. You get a little bit of the way in. He's been unharmed the entire combat, by
Yeah,
the way. No
yeah.
one has hit this
No.
guy. So you've stuck him a bit with the rapier. You've pulled it back out. You get poked to the side. He turns around. And he's just ready to fisticuffs with you, but with his club. No,
Oh,
with his
arrow.
his bow.
Yeah.
We'll get to his turn in a bit here. Stefan.
So, clarity thing
Mr.
first.
Fane, sorry.
I've got medicine checked under wisdom. I've got a 0 for wisdom modifier, but
A medicine check on an unconscious individual will stabilize them. It won't give them back much health, but she will not have to roll
Yeah.
saving throws.
Understood.
So if you succeed on a medicine,
but there's no number beside it.
so it would just be a straight roll. So anyone can make a medicine check,
Yeah, okay.
but unless you have a skill in it,
All right, understood.
it's just the wisdom roll.
I believe I'm 30 feet from Ashlyn anyway.
Yeah, that is also true.
So I'm going to spend my turn getting to her.
Okay, cool. Well, actually,
I run over to
30 feet from her.
I'm
you can
also
move
over
30
here.
feet.
Yeah.
You can get there and perform the
And
action.
perform. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Okay, so I cover the distance between myself and Ashlyn and try to administer some medicine
Roll a
to
d20.
stave off death.
I'm also over here with the guy in front of me. Might be
Yeah, you
more
went for the one that's on the ground
But-
and not breathing.
Mikhail also just got there.
That's true.
You're
And
not
he did run.
You're not alone.
Quite a distance to get over.
I'd like to
here.
actually leave him an enemy to fight. 18.
Oh.
18.
Yeah.
With that, you go on up, and there's a multitude of arrows sticking out of her chest. Takes a little bit, but with some care and attention, you are able to remove the arrows. You take some of the bandaging out of your pack, you throw it down to the ground, and you start kind of bandaging her up. She's not conscious, but she is not at the risk of dying. No death saving throws are needed for you.
Heroes
whether they
never
succeed or
die.
fail. Moving on to Mikhail. You have run up to this last Hoglin that's left. What are you gonna do?
He's getting a slash with the old longsword.
That's fair. Roll it.
15
Nice.
plus, where is my 20?
That's enough. Roll for damage. Are you doing it with one hand or two?
2.
All right. Roll your d10.
6.
6. With that, you
That's not
take
even a D10.
the.
Yeah, it is.
That's a
Oh no, it's a
D4.
D8.
That's a D8.
Sorry, I rolled a D8.
Oh, roll a d10.
Sure. 10.
Oh.
So with that, as you poke him to the side, you pull your rapier out. He turns and looks at you, no one. Rah! And as he goes to drop the bow and grab another weapon, you watch as a sword just cleaves through. And the top half slides, and the two halves separate and
Nice.
fall onto the ground as black tar-like ooze kind of pours out of the wound. You have successfully killed all of the Hoglins that are in the town square.
I quickly run over to Big Boy and get my bolt back.
I collect my daggers.
Okay, you get all but one because you actually threw one earlier and didn't collect it. so you,
I collect all my
but one.
throwing axes.
Fair.
But I also check for other loot.
The one, so you know what? Because you specified checking the loot, Harris will do this really quick. You collect your bolt, Titus.
Okay.
Uh,
Is that my turn, or can I do something else?
There's no turn.
You just
We're out of-
we're kind of out of
we're
turn, but I'll kind of
okay.
go in order of the things that were said real quick
Yeah.
here. So you
Okay.
collect your bolt, collect all but one dagger. You only threw the one axe at the big boy.
Yeah. But I threw another one previously at the other moblin.
So you have to go all the way back and get
Right.
that later. But at this particular moment, this particular hand axe has been damaged, so it's not very reliable. So
All
you may
right.
want to consider it scrapped. It'll cost more to repair than it will be to
Yeah,
just to
I'm
buy.
just
a new
gonna
one.
leave it in there.
But you specified loot. You find on the big boy's body. Most of the other Hoglins just have few arrows, a couple of really badly built bows and clubs. But on the Hoglin, the big boy Hoglin, you find a massive war club. The war club deals D8 damage and has a reach of 10, but it is heavy. So heavy is a statistic we'll get into
Okay.
later. It just means that wielding it is relatively unwieldy. He has on his person, he has a gold pouch with 25 gold in it.
Okay.
He also has 2 potions of cure light wounds.
Didn't Ashlyn kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Pretty sure
we're dealing
Ashlyn-
with an asshole.
This is no
He's-
surprise.
Specified loot.
You guys should have taken the time to check.
Oh, I
loot.
would
I didn't
have,
even get
but
to
I'm
say
dead
anything.
over here while you're looting
Well, it's a
his
good
body.
thing that you got those potions to help
Yeah.
Ashlyn with,
Yeah, I got
because
it.
now
There you
you've
go.
got them in
I
hand,
haven't
and we
told
will
anyone-
judge you if you don't use
Yeah,
them.
I haven't
As
told
he
anyone what I found.
rummages through his inventory, I
We're
walk
watching
up-
what you're
I
taking
walk
off the body.
up to our new stranger friend, and I very
I'm gonna go
effeminately
check on the
smack
villagers.
him in the face. I very effeminately smack our new friend in the face and say, "What the hell is wrong with you? Dragging us to battle after battle?"
What the hell is
I
wrong
want
with
you-
you not saving these helpless villagers?
Just for the sake of this, for the sake of humor, roll me a d20 there, Titus.
15.
Your AC?
No, it's 16. He missed.
He slaps you, it feels like, paper in the wind. Just. Sorry, can we proceed with the conversation after he slaps you?
You could have just asked us, and it helps if you give us your name.
You were already running away like cowards. These people had nobody to save them. You were just leaving them to die.
This is my village. They know how to take care of themselves.
These
Also-
are your
First of
people,
all-
and you
First
were
of all,
abandoning them?
who are you to tell us these are our people? You literally crash landed into our village. For all we know, it's your fault that they were in danger.
We don't know if it's not his
Said
fault.
that this is your village. That's why I know they're your people.
You landed in our village and caused this.
Landed
so
is a
explain
strong
yourself.
term here.
I wasn't a paladin.
While they're having this discussion, I'm going around to all of the dead bodies and cutting off a hand from each body and collecting them.
Man, it'd be super
You-
cool if you healed me though. Peace.
Have 4 small Hoglin hands
Mhm.
and a big boy Hoglin hand.
All right,
we have the 3 from
I'm
before as
I'm
well.
connecting them with rope that I have.
Well, by the time you reach the
Okay, there's
by
some
the
priorities that we got to check out here. We got to get in check here.
Yeah.
We've also
Yeah.
got a teammate down,
Yeah.
so your trophies can wait.
Well, I'm over here trying to give you guys a hand.
I get frustrated
God.
with this guy that still won't explain himself to me, and I head over to Ashlyn and I ask
Ashlyn's body.
Okay, Ashlyn's body. And I
Unconscious,
ask
not dead.
Stephane, is there anything I can do to help right now?
There absolutely is. You can steal one of those minor health potions that I just saw no one take off of the kill that Ashlyn got, and
one.
we can use that on
I
her.
look over at no one. No one, get your ass over here right now.
Oh, who,
I'm gonna
me?
go check on the villagers.
So I go over and I'm like, yes, I have 1 Cure Light Wounds potion that I can help Ashlyn with.
Of the 2 that you looted,
This is the only one I found.
I was watching.
But
It's pretty obvious
I
because the
can-
battle just ended and you ran over.
I can spare one though to help you out. So what? How do I have to administer? Do I have to administer it by the mouth, or do I just splash it in her face, or?
You do have to. She does have to drink it.
Okay, all right. So I put
Is
her.
she conscious?
I open her mouth and I shove a potion in her mouth.
All right. It's one of those things where you just kind of pour it down her throat, and
Yeah.
it will go into her stomach.
I look back over at the stranger. Why did you crash land in our village and cause all this?
I don't know. I was just a passenger. I was in my quarters when the ship crashed.
So
I was
your
asleep.
immediate instinct was to get out of wreckage and start just fighting people?
No, I didn't start fighting people. I got I got punched by somebody while I was on the ground. That's pretty inspiring for fighting. But I was following you guys, and then I saw these
So you were a
hoglins
passenger?
starting to attack the villagers, and I could not abandon the villagers.
So you're a passenger on a ship. Where were you heading?
So really quickly, in this little pause here, if you could just very quickly, because this action happened before Matt. 2d4 plus 2. Roll a d4 twice.
Okay.
Add that together. Add 2. That's how much health that Ashlyn's going to gain.
Cool.
7.
6.
7. You can't add.
Oh yeah,
4
no,
plus
yeah,
1
yeah.
plus
It is.
2
Yeah, it
is
is
7.
7. Yeah.
7? All right. So, Ashlyn, you
It is
come
7.
back to consciousness with 7 health points.
There you go. You did.
Nice.
Thanks.
All thanks to me. Just so you know.
So where's my loot off my giant kill?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right.
Actually, I don't have any use for a massive war club. It does does quite a bit of damage, but it's very heavy for me.
Any injured villagers?
Well, for first things first. So these two having their bit of a conversation there.
Yeah. Does anyone want a massive war club? That would I would think either you
Is anyone
or
strong enough to wield it? Is the biggest
well,
question.
Stefan's still a rogue too, so I mean, Stefan.
It's unwieldy for me.
Yeah.
Are you strong enough to wield it?
What's your strength modifier? 16?
Plus 3.
Plus 3?
It's the D8. Do you have anything
No.
that's a D8?
Yeah, my sword was
Oh
D10.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'll keep it then, and maybe we'll see if we can sell it.
So you're dragging this behind you?
Yeah.
You were taking the first. You were going to try and take the first airship out of Castletown to leave, and then you heard that there was a huge concentration of hoglins that were known. Like hoglins are just known enemies of Gornan, the main threat to the land of Midrule, and there were reports of a huge congregation of hoglins taking place up in the northern mountains.
So I was heading north.
Oh, what a coincidence, I say.
Well, it seems like we're all headed in the same direction, as Stefan has a quest to head north.
And I'm looking for my family.
Yes. And I just
I
like
know you don't care.
I just like a colder climate.
Like, you're lucky you're hot, because right now, oh my god.
Look, from where I came from, I had 2 goals in mind, and one precedes the other. First is that I needed to gather a group of people, but not specifically anybody, a group of friends. And I find it very interesting that the friends that I was told that I would have to run into before succeeding, 3 of us all want to go in the same direction. So
Yeah.
I think that we should definitely not ignore that.
I believe this is Providence.
Well, I mean, this place is already lit, so I mean, we can.
Don't
head
you
out
mean
whenever.
looted?
No, it's still on fire. It's still on fire.
Are there any villagers that could probably use some help?
From what you can see visually, anyone that could be at harm's way has long left.
I sarcastically yell at the top of my lungs, "Hey everyone, do you need any more help from this guy over here?" And wait for a response from the villagers who I already know.
What was that?
That was a no.
It sounded like a bird.
I think they said, and I look at this guy very sarcastically,
Garbage
please
Nabby.
stop helping us.
It sounded like an animal of some sort.
I'm gonna go check out the airship for anything of value.
I want to go back to where we had fought those original hoglins and collect my other axe and also remove their hands.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would do.
Yeah. I'm going to do both that.
All right. So
I'm gonna
first
head
things first.
to no one's carriage.
Is anyone going to help explore the wreckage of the airship?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
help.
you said you're going to. Is anyone going to help you?
I will help.
Yeah. So
I'll help too.
everybody but no one.
Yeah.
Alright. So in order of how long things take, I'm going to go from no one's very quick little bits of information, then to the more the longer task of exploring a crashed airship.
Important.
So, as you return back to the place where you had initially began attacking the hoglins that came out of the airship, you notice that where their bodies were, there's now piles of ash. And as you look at the hands, they begin to turn to ash too, as hoglin bodies kind of dissipate into the form that they were once formed from once their bodies are
Thanos, I
destroyed.
knew it.
So, you find your one axe, you take it, you find a dagger, it seems to be fine.
Oh, I'll take this.
I wonder if it has any distinct markings.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it to me.
Somebody's name on it.
Now, for the other 4 people, Michaela, Titus, Ashlyn, and Stefane, I'd like the 4 of you just to roll perception checks, please. Are you guys going to kind of spend
You go back to the thing?
good somewhat?
Or
Yeah,
you
all
do?
d20s, yeah. And you guys just going to take your time exploring around here?
Passive wisdom?
No, you're just your perception. Your perception skill itself. Your passive perception is basically a static number that I have written down over here. That is the number that if you're not actively looking for something, that if I roll under, you will notice it whether you're paying attention or not. Basically, your peripheral view, if you will. All right, so what everybody roll for perceptions? Stefane.
18.
18. Ashlyn.
5.
16.
Titus.
15.
15. All right, 15 and up. We'll start with Ashlyn just because you're at the lower end of the perceptions tree there.
Ooh,
Whilst you're back and you have quite a bit of your health points left. You're still feeling the grogginess of having fallen unconscious. You're not a huge help in the exploration of the crashed vessel, but you do keep up pace with everybody else. For the rest of you that rolled over 15, in terms of valuables, there's not much that really survived the fire. There's evidence that there were things left behind. There was a first-class area, which if there were valuables that were left behind, this might be where they'd be. But with a 15 plus, what you are able to find odd is there's a good chunk of the cargo portion of the airship that's left. And this is kind of like, you know, where the checked baggage, if you will, goes. The larger crates. Airships are designed to carter not just passengers, but large freight between cities through magical means. And some of these crates seem to have not been destroyed by the crash, but were torn open from the inside. Someone shipped the Hoglins onto the airship. And they attacked while the ship was in transit.
I don't know this information yet.
No, you're doing your own thing.
What is the answer?
I want to run to where they are now.
Can y'all tell me?
At least
see
that tells us that our mysterious friend didn't act maliciously.
Well,
Maybe.
we might not be here. We might not be able to get any loot out of this crash, but we can get some knowledge. Is there anybody see any sort of shipping manifest? Any list
That is the most valuable thing. Knowledge.
beyond friendship?
What I will actually,
I'm
I'll
just
chime in
staring
really
at a
quick
wall.
clear. You aren't anything in terms of like paper and documentation of that sort. You are not. Yeah, you're not able to find.
We're out of
However, what you would know
And you see
automatically is for you knew the destination of the vessel itself. It was headed towards the city of Airlift in the uppermost mountain, one of the highest mountains in the northern mountain ranges.
I reach into my back pocket because I have some maps and scrolls in my inventory.
Yep.
And I check my map of the north, and I realize that that is actually where exactly I was supposed to be heading. And I think, guys, this is uncanny. We need this. There was an attack going north, and that's where we're going. We need to get there quick because there's someone else that's trying to get there. And they don't have the same intent we do.
I don't think that this airship and its contents were meant to hit Baradaki.
So close.
the town.
Bacarico?
Yeah.
Babarito.
Babarito.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
close.
Yeah,
The
just
Babarito
remember
village.
Babarito.
Barbarito.
But I don't think we're gonna get any more knowledge here. I think it's time to actually leave dust.
Okay, let's get no one and
And around that time, no one pops up from behind something.
Do I use my perception in the thing or no?
No, unless you want to keep them here for a couple extra hours. But
Yeah.
the idea is that you've gone off and done your own
Yeah,
thing. They
I'm
all
good.
stay here and did their thing. You've now met after doing your two separate investigations.
Guys, something weird about those Haagen-Dazs.
Haagen-Dazs.
They've all turned to ash, including all these fists I cut off.
And he's just
Look at
holding a
this
string.
ashy string. I don't know what's going on here.
Why do you do that?
I just
Why are you? The way
just
that you
collect
are?
things.
we have to head north. Like right away.
All right.
I think we
well-
got to get back to the carriage.
I agree.
All right. Well, let's get back to the carriage. This war club is very heavy.
Who agrees exactly?
Yeah, we're not moving anywhere until we at least know your name, sir.
Sir. Michael.
All right.
No, that was easy.
All right. Well, I guess
I
I'll
feel
settle
that
for
was a bit anticlimactic for everything we went for. But let's go on this quest together.
All right. Well,
It was the principle of the
Wrong with
thing.
you people.
let's get on. My horse is okay on the
You guys
carriage.
head on back. Both horses seem to be fine. Carriage is untouched.
Oh, nameless one! I'm so happy you're okay. Oh my goodness! I don't know what would happen to you. Something happened to you.
Empathy for once.
Oh my god! All right, everyone
Interesting.
get on. Everyone get on the carriage. And
All right.
let's get out of here.
So Ashlyn hops upon her horse Bosley. No one hops on the nameless one. And Titus, Michael, and Stefan, you guys all hop on the carriage behind the nameless one.
Yes.
All right. And with that, the 6 of you all hop onto your various methods of transportation on the long, slow, cold trek to the northern mountain range of Midrule towards the gathering forces of Gordon.
Titus, Michael, Ashlyn, and Stefan, and no one go to the mountain as I sing along as we travel.
Oh my god.
And this session comes to a close as the horses head up the road and the music goes and someone just yells, "Would you shut up?" from the trees.
I agree.
Perfect.
Thank you for listening to this Twisted Gear Studios production in collaboration with MacGuffin Media. Our next episode of Zing Dong will air Friday, November 23rd. In the meantime, Tuesday, November 13th is the next episode of Spacers, our Starfinder actual playcast. And Tuesday, November 20th, is the next episode of The Call, our Call of Cthulhu actual playcast GM'd by Derek Snow. The game system used today was the D&D 5th edition by Wizards of the Coast. Music in this episode was provided by Matthew Chung, composer for Nirvana the web series. Sound effects and ambient tracks licensed through Triune Films and Video Copilot. For up-to-date content, please subscribe to the Twisted Gear Studios and MacGuffin Media YouTube channels. You can find Twisted Gear Studios on Facebook and SoundCloud, as well as Twitter and Instagram at The Twisted Gear. Your players this evening were Mike Farrow, Tito Gielan, Ashley Lawrenson, Steve Reeve, and Matt Salem. Elizabeth Wells was your audio operator, and I was your host and GM, Zach Barrett. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you next time.